Hi, I'm Shantae, certified yoga instructor with Yoga Native, and I am here at Dava Fitness and Wellness Studio right here in Tampa, Florida. I'm going to show you a quick stretch that you can do right there at your desk if you have a office job, and then a couple of standing poses that you can do if you work on your feet or more of a physical strenuous position. Great for hip flexibility and for your upper and lower back. Okay, so let's get started. All right, so your chair may not look like this, but this is the closest thing that we have in Dava for a fitness chair. The most important thing when you're sitting at your desk is to make sure that you are ergonomically correct. So your feet should be touching the ground, and if you're typing a lot, that your arms should be at a 90-degree angle, just slightly in front of you here. You can always adjust your chair if not. If you're anything like me, you tend to be a little short, and so your feet can dangle, and so it's never really planted on the ground unless you're sitting flat that way. So a good alternative, if you can, is to get a step or a couple of yoga blocks and place them at the foot of your seating area. So that way you are seated comfortably in a 90-degree angle. So this is how it should look from the side. Knees at a perfect 90-degree angle. Your back should be able to reach the back of your chair, and then you're seated typing this way. This is the most comfortable position. I don't like sitting very much, and I could sit like this pretty much for hours. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, just for the purpose of this video, I'm going to go ahead and lower my chair without the yoga blocks in case you don't have yoga blocks. Okay. The good thing about the yoga blocks too is it's going to allow a deeper stretch for some of these. So I'm going to kind of turn to the side so you can see some of these poses. If you're working in an office, more than likely you do have a swivel chair like such. And so we'll be incorporating that. Okay. So the first thing you want to do is take a nice deep breath. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here, in through our nose and out through our nose, contracting the back of our throat so it sounds like the waves of the ocean. So inhale in. Inhale one more time in. One more time, big inhale in, arms up, and exhale down. From here, I just want you to lean forward and just let your head drop, touching your toes. Kind of just let your head sway back and forth here. You want to be sure that your feet are directly underneath you and your knees are behind your toes. And just kind of let yourself sway back and forth. If somebody comes by your cubicle, you can just say you dropped your pen and you're looking for it. Deep inhale up, flat back, stretch your arms. Go ahead and pull your wrist on your right side and just really pull your sides. I'm going to turn this way so you can kind of look. Deep inhale in, exhale, and pull your arm, your right arm, and bend slightly over, keeping your feet planted on the ground. All 4 corners of your foot are firmly planted. Inhale, exhale up. Switch sides. Inhale. Exhale, pull and stretch over, planting your feet into the ground, lifting your chest and pulling your left arm up and over, just so it's comfortable, and that way you feel a nice deep stretch in your side there. Another deep inhale in. Exhale, bring both arms down. Go to get some mobility in our thighs. We're going to lift it up and step out. Lift your left knee up and step out. And then lift your right knee up again and step in. Left knee up again and step in. To keep yourself stable, go ahead and put your hands on the side of your chair so that way you're not swiveling back and forth, and that way it keeps you steady. So again, feet planted firmly rooted into the ground there. Tuck your pelvis up and under. Plant your feet to the side. You want to drop your shoulders away from your ears so they're nice and relaxed, and make sure that your back is actually pushed up against your chair as much as possible. That's why that 90-degree angle in our legs is important, okay? So now we're gonna step in and out. So in, rotate, out, and in, back in, out, and in. Lift it only as high as you can, as high as it's comfortable. Stand up and stand up tall. It's okay if your upper back is away from your chair, just to kind of give you some leverage. You wanna lean just slightly forward and just tap, tap, and now we're going to do it double time. If you're feeling a little bit more comfortable, you can then slowly straighten your foot and bring it back in. Slowly straighten up your foot, bring it back in. This is great for your core as well as your hip flexors. Slowly circle it, bring it back in. You're making rainbows with your leg. What a feeling, and you want it to feel good. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. All right, so now we're going to tap up and down. Upper body tall, head nice and tall. We're breathing. This is a nice energizing yoga. Tap, tap, tap. You can incorporate your shoulders a little bit. Just kind of loosen them up. You're in the cubicle, nobody's looking at you. Now lift and down. We're flexing our calves, shoulders, up together, squeeze, down together. And when you go down, up, squeeze, I want you to flex your toes up so you really feel the stretch in your calves. Tippy toe and down. Up, squeeze, pull your shoulders down, toes up. Tippy toe again, step. Nice and tall. If you're feeling adventurous, you could double time it. There you go. Put some personality in there. All right, deep inhale in. I'm working up a sweat already. This is a great way to not only do yoga, but energize yourself after lunch. We get the itis, and this will get rid of this. So now that we've got our hips and our legs energized and warm, we're gonna go ahead and take our left ankle, or our right ankle, I'm sorry, and cross it over. You should feel the stretch in your outer thigh right here, and a little bit in your inner thigh. So we're gonna go ahead, you've been sitting all day, just lean as far as you can. Today I'm not as flexible as normal. Deep inhale in, exhale, and with each exhale, I want you to fall deeper into the stretch, allowing gravity to guide you. Deep inhale in, exhale, and fall into the stretch. Deep inhale again, and fall into the stretch. And if you're comfortable, go ahead and let your arms fall, taking your right arm and threading it through in between your leg, and just letting it rest and fall there. That feels nice. Slowly come up, each vertebrae at a time, rolling your shoulders back, lifting your chest and head. And if you need any help, you can guide your leg down because it can be a little stiff. You've been sitting all day. We're gonna go ahead and switch to the other side. Go ahead and lift. Cross your ankle over your knee, and then just let your body fall. Now, you may notice that you're more flexible on one side than the other, and that's okay. That's okay. That just means you need to work the other side out a little bit more. You should feel this all on the outer side of your your thigh, your buttocks, and your inner thigh, and in your back. And again, just let gravity guide you. And if you want a little bit more support, you can go ahead and thread your arm between your leg there, or just leave it out and just let your body fall. Deep inhale in. Exhale and fall deeper into the stretch. Oh, that feels great. Slowly come up. Go ahead and let your feet touch the ground again. And we're going to bring our feet shoulder width apart. Make sure your lower back is touching the back of your chair, and just roll your ankles. If your legs follow, that's okay. And as you're rolling your ankles, go ahead and roll your wrists too. You might want to bring your feet a little bit more in so you can roll your ankles. It's much easier to roll your ankles when you're sitting if you're worried about injury. Sometimes as we get older, we kind of, one wrong move, a cough, a sneeze, a twist in the right direction. So it's okay to be kind to yourself and do modifications like chair yoga. Opposite side, we're going to rotate opposite side. Bring your arms up for a little bit more strength exercise. You don't have to do it fast. You can do it slow. I know I was kind of Speedy Gonzalez there, and that's okay. All right, last one. Plant our feet on the ground deep. Inhale in. Stretch, stretch, stretch your back. Drop your shoulders and stretch as high as you can. Head high. Hands high. Wiggle your fingers. And exhale, coming down. Shake it out. Shake it out. And just kind of gauge how you feel. You will notice that your body's a little warm, and that's good. You shook the itis out. This is great after lunch, kind of get you energized and back focused. You can complete the rest of your day. So now we're going to go ahead and do some standing exercises for those of you that have a job that you're on your feet all day, or you're a server or customer service in retail or anything where you're on your feet walking back and forth, okay? So we're going to go ahead, and some of these chair exercises, when you're on your break, for those of you that do work in those standing positions, that you can do on your break when you're sitting down. We're going to do a couple of standing ones that you can do in between customers or when you've got a little bit of downtime, okay? So if you need a wall, you can use a wall. If you got a little bit of balance, then that's just perfectly fine. So I'm dressed like this because this is what somebody would wear if they're probably at a casual job at work. So that way I can kind of show you mobility wise, and no matter what you wear, okay? So what I want you to do is take your right foot and just kind of tippy toe it away from your body, not too far, and shift your weight directly onto your left leg, pointing your second toe directly forward, your hips toward the front, shoulders up and back, pelvic tucked in, your head up, and light like a balloon, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing that we did in the chair, the tippy toes, but we're going to do it with our feet, okay? Or with our legs. So we're going to just lift up and out, just 4 times there. This is good for balance. If you can leave your hand out like this, or you can put your hands on your hips on both sides and just cross a little bit. Okay, now from here, what we're gonna do is sit back in a slight chair pose, reaching up, and it's okay that you bend this knee. It doesn't have to be straight. Just reach it up. What you should do is feel this in your back, in your lower back, not pain, but it should be a nice stretch. Shift your weight into your heel, but use your toes as grips. And you should feel that a little bit there. Up, take a breath. One more time. Tucking your pelvis in, head up, and shift your weight. And then back up. Okay? We're going to shift hands together. Drop slowly, each vertebrae at a time, down to your toes. Wiggle your toes and let your head And arms just hang. You should feel this along your back and in the back of your thighs. And go ahead and switch your legs back and forth. So let me kind of show you how that looks from the side. You're just hanging here, just hanging out, you know. What are you doing? Drop the pen. Shift. Just really, just let your body let your hips just kind of sway. And you'll feel this all the way down your leg, behind your thigh, and then your upper body and your back at the same time as you're just letting it relax for a minute, letting gravity help you. All right, and we're going to slowly come up. And we're going to switch to the other side, shifting our weight to the opposite leg. And we're going to do our toe taps. Again, you can put your hands on your hips. If you do them up, you should feel the stretch along your back sides, whatever you feel comfortable with. And just go ahead and up. Now all four corners of your feet, of your foot, should be planted. So it's all balance that's helping you here. Okay? There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and lean into it. And you can bend your knee. Okay? Sit back, arms up. Sit, sit, curl your pelvis under and then up. So this is how it should look from the side. Sitting back, but see, normally you have the tendency of doing that. You want to curl that under. And sit up again. Sit one more time, curling up. Shifting your weight, your toes should not be up. They should be gripping the ground. And up again. So your body should definitely be warm after that. We're going to just sway back and forth and just let your body sway. You might feel a little bit of this in your back as you let your arms stay heavy. And each time you shift, get on your tippy toes to move you. Let the balls of your feet move you side to side. So you're twisting a little bit. And as you feel a little looser and able to twist, just hold here. Crisscross your arms behind you like you're giving yourself a big hug. Keep your hips centered and just look over your shoulders. Dropping your shoulders away from your ear and just feeling that stretch of your back, making sure that you tuck your tailbone down to the ground. Deep inhale in. Exhale. And we're going to twist again. I don't know what I'm going to do tonight. I don't know about table 23. That customer made me mad. You could just act like you're just, if you feel a little self-conscious, just kind of just move and act like it's just a normal thing. All right. So when we get to the other side, we're going to twist our arm the opposite way. And hips forward, looking over your shoulder, tucking your pelvis down. Deep inhale in, chest up. And as you're doing this, you can kind of grip your toes to kind of engage the bones and muscles in your feet. And release. This time, we're going to be lazy. We're going to let our head fall. 4 more times. 2, 3, 4. Shake it out. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Shake your hands as you do it. If you're working a lot where you're typing things on the computer or carrying trays, you carry a lot of tension in your wrist. So we're going to twist them, and bring it up and around. But I want you to bring your arms kind of behind you so you feel the stretch in your back. Opposite side. Feet together, deep inhale in. Exhale out. Thank you for joining me for a quick corporate wellness exercise and stretch that you can do whether you sit at work or stand walking around. Thank you for joining me. I'm Shantae with Yoga Native here at the beautiful Dava Fitness and Wellness Studio here in Tampa, Florida. Thank you for joining us.